All Cardi B is worried about is to be twerking with a Birkin, sipping that champagne, burping. That's all the gal that's all she care about. She was in the club with Off Tiggity trying to talk about, oh, he ain't getting none of her center, that hole. And then I seen her walk right through the door of his party. Listen, Potent Pondering, comment, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel. Yes. Like this video, like the video, all of that, right? I want to talk about first thing first. Cardi B attended Offset's 33rd birthday party, right? I thought you hated him. I thought you ain't one of that SCX no more and all of this, right? Well, anyway, I'm reading this exclusively from page 6. Cardi B and an estranged husband Offset reunite to celebrate his 33rd birthday in Miami. You know what I'm saying? You know how she's so concerned, want to be twerking with a Birkin. You know what I mean? So they said Cardi B and estranged husband Offset reunited for his 33rd birthday celebration in Miami. The WAP songstress has been seen twerking inside of the club on Saturday night, according to shared clip on social media. I would share it on here too, but they kicked it for, you know, ad suitability, so I'm not gonna play that. All right, so in the video, the Migos MC was seen trying to catch a glimpse of his soon-to-be ex-wife, and she just twerking, just throwing her head around, looking so crazy, right? So he's catching a glimpse of his soon-to-be ex-wife Cardi B up in the club, rub-a-dub, while she seductively moves her body to the beat in a see-through bodysuit. All right, they crazy, yo. She seductively moves her body to the beat in a see-through, and they posted some of the photos or whatever from that. All right. So the mother of 3, oh, she's a mother of 3 in the club throwing it like that. What I did was whack, but you don't get a brother back like that. Oh, drove through the block in the brand new Benz, knowing that me and that ain't friends, okay. What I did was whack, but you don't get a brother back like that. All right, so the mother of 3 who gave birth to Offset's child in September held onto the railing, and she was just throwing it. You know when people be holding on to the railing? Cardi looked cute though. I will say that. Holding on to the railing in the club while the Versace rapper, whose real name is Kiari Cephas, looked on from the level above. Elsewhere during the same outing, Offset was seen throwing wads of cash at Cardi B, born Belcalis Amazar. However, she apparently wasn't fond of the gesture, and she was showing the money and throwing it back at him, right? The I Like It Like That MC32 didn't allow the interaction with her ex to bring her down, and she was later seen smiling, laughing it off. Yeah, because they went back to the hotel and they got it on later. You know, Cardi B knows that she needs some sort of thing to push this album, so this is why she's out here playing these reindeer games. You know what I'm saying? Christmas time here, playing reindeer games and all of that. You already know what it is. Stop playing. Just listen. Stop playing, right? But I know one thing Cardi B is worried about. She's worried about TikTok. Listen, just how I'm TikToking my wristwatch. It's TikTok. She's worried because listen, did you not hear the latest news? TikTok is supposed to be banned come January 19th. Now, you know, Cardi done sat around, done watched and looked at Nicki Minaj, done waited for her release dates, done see this girl do that girl do that, do that. She done sat back and watched everybody do what they supposed to do, right? And now, since TikTok is gonna be down, what's she gonna do now? What them gal them gonna do next? How she gonna push? Listen, now I know TikTok wasn't around when Cardi pushed her first product, but you know everybody relies on it now. Like, remember Glorilla was so upset when TikTok went out, and Cardi, you know, I even feel at the level of, like, even though the New York Post or page 6 posted that, right? I still feel like there's been a decreased interest in Cardi B. And, you know, she was on her stories with them bags under her eyes talking about this album is pain. So she's trying to sell it to us that, you know, she ain't dealing with Offset and all of this and all of that. But low key, she's still dealing with him. Because if you wasn't dealing with him, listen, there's going to be many birthdays. Why did you have to? She knew that she looked good that night. I feel like she looked good in her little cat suit, jumpsuit or whatever. She knew she looked a certain type of way and she wanted to go there and be seen. And I think that they did speak behind the scene. And then we supposed to look at it like, oh, it's not what it seems. Oh, it is what it seems. I think that he got that. And then she online talking about, oh, she want to get this feeling again. Like if somebody ran up in her roughshod, ran up in her center. And she's trying to make it seem like she done moved on. Like, oh, I gotta, you know, I don't ask you about no new girls or don't ask me about no guys or whatever, right? I feel like Cardi, her focus is just off. She's worried about getting somebody in between them thighs, and she need to be worried about, you know, to being a mommy and worrying about getting this album out for your fans, right? So I want to read to y'all this whole TikTok thing, right? So TikTok now is begging, and listen, my heart goes out to so many people who build up a platform on TikTok, and you want your money, and you probably making good money over there. Make it on YouTube. So now that, you know, last week it came out that TikTok was going to be banned as of January 19th if they don't sell it to, I believe, an American company or whatever. So now they're begging the Supreme Court to temporarily halt what could, you know, the ban for TikTok in the U.S., right? So TikTok has filed an emergency reprieve with the U.S. Supreme Court because you know that their appeal got denied. So now they're trying to go up. I want to talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking congressman. I want to talk to the FBI and the CIA and the All right, so they reached out to the Supreme Court to buy more time before a nationwide ban on social media app is set to go into effect next month, right? The court should grant the court should grant an injunction pending the further review. TikTok and its Chinese parent company ByteDance said in a Monday filing for a temporary injunction. A ban, they said, would shatter one of America's most popular speech platforms the day before a presidential inauguration. And I want to tell you this. I think Trump wants TikTok to be banned. I think that they do. The fate of TikTok in the United States has been up in the air since 2020 when President Trump moved to shut down the short-term video app because of the national security concerns. And I do believe TikTok has national security concerns. You go in there, you can find just about anything. People on there telling migrants how to, how to move to get in and out of the country. It's just a lot. You could literally be on TikTok and go down a rabbit hole. Like, it's just so much on that app. So I do personally, I don't want to offend you because listen, I said this on Instagram and somebody got mad and started DMing me talking about, I hope your mom dies or something. I'm like, it was somebody who was like 18 years old. I'm like, damn, you got that social media brain. Why would you wish? The only thing that you do wishing bad on me is going to come right back to you. So listen, right? So Trump is behind this. So you know that it's going to happen. If he got connections with the Supreme Court, this is not going to go through at all, right? Because they said it's a national security concern. So that set off a 4-year back and forth between TikTok and the U.S. government in April. President Biden signed a law requiring ByteDance to sell TikTok to a non-Chinese entity. TikTok responded suing the U.S. government in May, and we can see that ain't working. No matter how much she twerking in the Birkin, sipping that champagne burping. Mommy, it ain't working. You should have been dropped your album. Watching Nicki so close. Now, what's the outcome? Now, what's the outcome? The company this month lost a major battle in efforts to remain active in the U.S., setting up a potential showdown in the U.S. Supreme Court. As it stands now, TikTok is scheduled to be banned in the U.S. on January 19th if the tech company does not divest before then. What you gonna do? What you gonna say when the Jeep comes around the way? What you gonna do, Cardi? The move will result in a massive and unprecedented censorship, TikTok said. Estimates show that small businesses on TikTok would lose more than $1 billion in revenue, and creators would suffer almost $300 million in lost earnings in just 1 month unless the ban is halted. You better come to YouTube. Listen, you better do what you got to do. More than 170 million Americans use the video app on which they share dance routines, news stories, recipes, and funny videos, right? One thing I don't like about TikTok, and I'll tell you this right now, I could take this video that I'm recording right now and post it on that platform, and then it'll get deleted and saying just because I'm not in favor, like I'm not kissing Cardi's. I'm not doing that. Somebody, just a few people could report it and it'll be taken off the platform. So yeah, delete it. Because I don't like that. I like how YouTube lets you stay within the guidelines as long as you ain't ODing. I could upload my videos if I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could say what I want to. You could give your opinion. This is why I like YouTube. As long as you're not wilding out, cursing, and doing all of that, you could get monetized. But with TikTok, just because a few people don't like what you're saying, your video could get taken down. And I don't like that. No. All right. So the Supreme Court established record of upholding Americans' right to free speech. TikTok spokesperson Michael Hughes, oh yeah, they Chinese, but they got an American Michael Hughes, yeah, said in a statement. Today, TikTok is asking for the court to do what it has to do traditionally done for freedom of speech cases. Apply the most rigorous scrutiny to speech bans and conclude that it violates the First Amendment. Trump has campaigned on supporting TikTok despite having pushed for a ban during his first term. Wait, let me read that again. Trump had campaigned on supporting TikTok despite having it pushed for a ban. Yeah, because things change. We see what's going on. Listen, you could, if a person wanted to migrate to the United States, they could literally go on that app and see, you know, what's going on with them. Like, to see how to do it and what's the steps. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we're not doing anything with TikTok, he said on the video posted on social media this year. So listen, I want to know what y'all think about it. Cardi, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You wasted all of this time watching Nicki. That's your biggest problem, being concerned about Nicki, trying to be picky with the dates, knowing low key you want some hate. Now you trying to drudge up all of this stuff with Offset, making it seem like y'all going through it. You in the club twerking with a Birkin, you know what I'm saying? And we supposed to be like, oh, you know, nah, Cardi, things done changed since 2017, 2018. You're gonna have to come a little harder. You need a Doja Cat collaboration. You need a visual album. You're gonna have to really try to sell it to even like get up there in the ranks. You know what I'm saying? If she come out with the visual album and then the Doja collab, I want you to come back to this channel and say thanks, because I got it in the banks. Listen, I know what's going on with her. Listen, either she gonna need Beyonce, she gonna need Doja for closure. And if she ain't got Adele, it's over. She gonna need a power. She gonna need power. She need heavy hitters. You know, she know that Glorilla is buzzing right now, so maybe she on something. Maybe Sexy Red, she got the little hood ratchets. Maybe they in on something. Megan Thee Stallion, they gonna collaborate so many times. We don't want Megan Thee Stallion with listen, I never wanted anything with Megan and Cardi. And they thought that since they created Magic with WAP in the way that was pushed, they thought that Bongos was gonna hit, and then the results weren't responsive. You know what I'm saying? So listen, Cardi, what you gonna do with the TikTok ban? I know it's gonna impact you. Listen, it's gonna impact you, and you waited too long, Cardi. I don't care what you say to your fans talking about how this is gonna be great, that's gonna be great. The point blank point is that you waited so long watching Nicki. That's my own personal opinion. You watched her too long, trying to see what she gonna do. Well, I ain't gonna do that. You ain't a real artist. You listen to your songs. You don't like your songs. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you're right or wrong. Listen, write a song. Poet pondering, never pandering. Get up in here, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, all of that. Let me know what you think. Is Cardi scared of this TikTok ban? What you think about her being up in the club twerking with a Birkin, sipping that champagne burping? Huh? Let me know what you think about that. Listen, I'm gonna upload another video too. I just did a Diddy video, so I'm gonna be uploading that. I don't know if that's gonna come first or after, but yeah, just stay in the mix, you know what I'm saying? Stay in the mix like an ingredient. These girls funny like a comedian, trying to be obedient, all set up in the club, and she twerking and making it seem like he ain't there, but it's his party. Like, they trying to play the mind games that they try to play on this is just crazy. Listen, I'm up out of here. Peace.